Hi, this is Ron Darling.
This is Skip Lockwood.
Hi, I'm Ron Swoboda of the 69 New York Mets, and you're listening to MetsMusings with Gary Mack.
Now it's time for some New York Mets baseball talk. Here's Gary Mack bringing you the latest news and analysis from Mets Nation and the world of baseball on another edition of Mets Musings.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Mets Musings. Yes, I know it has been some time before we have been all together to discuss the New York Mets, but I've been busy. House is going to go up for sale in the new year, and got to start that cleanup and get packing things up. So that's what I've been doing, keeping busy, lost track of time, and summer is almost gone. I think fall starts next week, so but I wanted to get an episode out there to you. Mets are struggling a little bit, though they've taken the last three from the Pirates. They got swept by the Cubbies, struggled before that, and look, we said in the last edition that second division teams, you can't count them out. They bring up young guys in September. Those guys want to prove they can win. They can prove they can play at this level. And they push, and you're not familiar with them, so you don't know much about them. And they can surprise you. So the Mets have struggled. The Braves struggled a little bit, but they're back on the beam. So they're only a game behind. This is going to be a dogfight to the finish, I'm afraid. It would be nice to have the Braves go into a 5 or 6 game losing streak and the Mets win 5 or 6 in a row and get that cushion. Don't want it coming down to the last weekend of the series of the next to last series of the season when the Mets play the Braves, but it looks like it's heading in that direction. And the Mets are going to be in the playoffs. Don't worry about that. They've got I think it's a magic number of 4 to make the playoffs. But do you want to make the playoffs this way, the way they've been struggling lately? You really want to be in that top 2 of playoff teams, so you get the bye in the first round, and you do not want to be in that wild card. So they just have to go out, keep winning, keep playing hard. Couple of guys look a little tired in my estimation. They've got to go out and keep playing hard, but you can do all that and still lose. I mean, that Cubs series was disgusting with the umpiring. It was just ridiculous. It was awful umpiring completely. I mean, the umpiring this year has been terrible. And that's why we hear about robo-umps and this, that, and the other thing. Because these guys have been awful. I mean, balls and strikes all over the place. No consistency. And then that call at first base when the guy was out of the baseline, he gets hit. I mean, what are they gonna do? Hit him in the head, and are they gonna say, oh, hey, they ought to make that a challengeable play so they can challenge it. Look on the video. We saw the video. The guy was out. He was in the baseline. And just ridiculous that the umpires missed that. And how about the other one where the ball got stuck under the fence, and Angel Hernandez, the furthest guy away from the play, is waving the ball dead. He can't see. He's the furthest guy away. The third base umpire's got to run out there and see that that ball didn't go underneath the fence. But there's Angel Hernandez, who the Mets have a history with anyway. He's waving his hand, calling it dead. Cost the Mets a run that game. But, Major League Baseball's got to look into this thing. They've got to look into these umpires because these guys have been terrible all year, all across the board, and they need to do something because we can't have a pennant, a division, a world champion, a World Series game decided on a bad call by an umpire. I mean, it's happened in the past, the 85 World Series with the Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals, and can't have a repeat of that kind of stuff. So they've got to look into it. Let's see. Not a lot of other news before that. Tyler McGill should be ready to come back for the Mets, and hopefully he'll be ready. David Peterson pitched in relief last night, couple of innings, or inning and 2/3, whatever it was. Looked pretty good. Did give up one home run, but other than that, he looked pretty good in a relief role. He's going to transition into the other lefty, I guess, in the bullpen, and McGill will be going into the bullpen as well for the playoffs. So they can have him throw as hard as he wants, and he'll only be playing one inning, so that's okay. Not a lot of other news. Marte is out. We don't know when he's coming back. Broke a finger, and we have missed him greatly since he's been out. Nimmo has been struggling, so as Nimmo goes, so goes the Mets. I've said that for a while, and I think we see it that there's some truth to that. Let's hope that they can come back. Scherzer's supposed to make a start on Monday against the Brewers. As he comes back, DeGrom goes today. And so I want to cut this short so everybody can go watch DeGrom pitch as we record this on a Sunday for a change. Finally, and like I said, it's a real short show this week. But finally, our condolences go out to the family of John Stearns, who passed away this past week after a very long battle with cancer. You saw him Old Timers Day. If you saw that, he did not look well, but God bless him. He made it to that Old Timers Day, made it there the whole day, and unfortunately lost his fight just the other day, 2 days ago. And so rest in peace, John Stearns. All right, that's going to wrap it up quickly, as I said, for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with more info for you, but I just wanted to pop something out quickly this week. So, as you go through life, remember that you have to keep the faith. Stay optimistic, and let's go Mets. And I'll see you next time on another edition of Mets Musings.